Hello, everyone. Wait, is this playing? Hello. Testing. Okay, yes, cool. Sounds like we can hear. Alright. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of Crimson Moon Heart. It is also a great timing that tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And what a time, what perfect timing to play a mobile game about boys love right before Valentine's Day. So I may or may not try to do another stream this weekend as a special treat, but that is something that I will figure out. But for now, today we're gonna finish the rest of the Crimson Moon Heart event, which, in my opinion, started a little bit rocky, but it ended on decent enough, like, mystery to solve. And then I might try to see if I have time to go through one of the battles, because this is a mobile game, and there are actual battles in here. And, like, I have now since tried a couple other, or at least tried one other gacha game, and, also watched some other people play other gacha games, and I can say, you know, I thought New Carnival was the hardest game I ever played. But I think there's harder gacha games. It's just that gacha games in general are not easy for the actual gameplay part. So I think I will stick with my safety net of New Carnival when it comes to hard gacha games. Because, like, if New Carnival is hard for me, yeah, harder ones. But, so, yeah, so I might see if I can do one of the battles, and then you guys can also kind of see how like pretty good my units are, or someone who's not an actual real gamer, I guess, or not like actually into like hardcore gameplay, if you know what I mean. Okay. Anyways, enough rambling. Let us get started on week 2. Yeah, and I guess now that I'm a little more comfortable, I might try to see if I can get some like more liveliness in my voicing, since this is supposed to be a theater story. So, yeah. Alright. So, let us begin. Right. And hopefully the audio... Is the audio going okay? Okay. Here's my next line. You are new to this game, yet believe you can play a good hand? No, the tone should be more sarcastic, all while playing with the mask in my left hand. Oh, you are new to this game, yet believe you can play a good hand? If you can win. Wait, okay. Oh, you are new to this game, yet believe you can play a good hand? If you can win but one round of cards, you will hold no obligation to seek atonement tonight. Lord Theron, your grace, can I be assured you'll be true to your word? May all here gathered bear witness. Must you suddenly appear as if from nowhere every single time? Since you look so deep in concentration, I was waiting for a good chance to chime in. But hey, why not practice on stage? The doors leading backstage on toward the auditorium are locked. I recall Mr. Gilbert mentioning that he goes out during the day to seek sponsors. Perhaps he forgot to leave his key in the usual spot. But rehearsing in the hallway is kind of difficult. Rehearsing in the hallway is what? theater kids people sometimes do in between scenes. It's not a problem. I just thought I'd spare some time for some additional practice while off duty. Is Edmund not still going to work? Isn't he still going to work on top of this? I wanted to prove upon my overly simplistic and unnatural portrayal of Theron. Eh? But your performance was so vivid, it totally matched my impression of Theron. The impression you mean is he is proud, suppressing his true feelings and emotions until the very last moment when they erupt. But such a character is difficult to portray. I didn't feel my performance was lifelike enough. Well, if I really had to nitpick... Go on? It's just this. When someone's speaking, you tend to hold their eye and listen attentively. That's just basic decorum. But arrogant types aren't so considerate, right? Like Theron, he wouldn't listen so intently, and he sure as hell wouldn't meet the gaze of those he deems worthless. I see. Throughout this card game scene, it's not my tone that needs adjusting, but rather my eye contact with other performers. Well, now that we've pinpointed the issue, let's try a run-through. One slight note. I think that is more relevant when it comes to movie theaters, or, like, shooting films. Because, like, from, 100 feet away, people in the audience of a stage play wouldn't be able to see. Like, they could see when you're looking, but they can't... It'll be hard for people in the back of the theater to see, eye contact. You can see when you're turning heads, but... Anyways, now that is nitpicking. Edmund, walk over here from the other side, as if you've just entered the card-playing hall. Eh? What's up? I've changed my mind. Let's speak somewhere else. Oh, did he notice something? Luxurious, yet tasteful furnishings, and such expensive-smelling aroma. I take it this is a legendary noble salon? Yes, no need for formalities in a private room such as this. I've already sent for a practice partner, a friend of my mother's. Will we ever see Edmund's mom on screen? That would be nice. Eh? When you mentioned a change of scenery, I thought we were just coming to soak up the atmosphere. You want to get straight into the action? Will your mother come too? Will we get to see Edmund's mom at last? No. Oh, man. For some reason, she declined my invitation. Perhaps she has other matters to attend to. Okay. One of the NPCs I think a lot of people really want to see is Edmund's mom. But not, recycling a random, mob character. There's no need to be too nervous. I hope you'll feel free to be Avery here. And I'll see if There's no need to be nervous. I hope you'll feel free to be Avery here, and I'll see if I can find the spark that draws Theron to him. The spark? The script isn't clear on why Theron, with a veritable human collection, would lower himself to fall for Avery. Veritable human collection? The card scene leaves quite an impression on Theron. Perhaps that's the moment he falls for him. So the more you resemble Avery, the more helpful it'll be for me. Sounds like I've been dragged here for extra rehearsals. Aiden, seemingly flustered only moments before, takes a deep breath, lowers his brows, and bows nobly toward the blue-haired knight. But of course, for your grace, I would be most willing. I'm noticing this time they're not changing the names to... I guess also it's because they're in rehearsal of sorts. An official rehearsal. Oh, now they are. Okay. It appears Lady Luck hasn't smiled on me today. How disappointing. Trying to peek at the cards by pretending to stumble won't work, you know. Hehe, you've seen right through me. How about this? Make a commotion. Ideally, stir up a gust of wind to blow both our hands face up. To stir up a wind, I cannot remain here by your side. I shall have to flit from person to person. I wonder if Lord Theron, so silent all the while, might allow me to sweep him off his feet. Such uncouth speech hardly warrants my attention. It only brings to my awareness your crude, rural intonation. Lord Theron, since I've kindled your curiosity, I shan't commit the sin of silence. Allow me to declare my name. I am curious what the original sounds like, because this is extremely formal. Like what the original Chinese or Japanese was like. Maybe I'm sticking too close to the script to stir up anything inside him. Should I try something different? My name is Love Elixir. All who behold me become intoxicated with love and passion. Love, passion, more passion. Okay, if I edit this in, do the. Okay, if I do this, do the. Fashion, my name is Love Elixir. All who behold me become intoxicated with love and passion. Passion. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Exclamation mark. That is not your name. So you take me for a charlatan? I go by Love Elixir, but alone my efforts are short-lived. Only one like me can unlock your affection. Okay, now you're just being a smarmy. A sleazy. Oh my, this impromptu performance is most Avery-like. Okay, that must be the friend of Edmund's mom. Thank you, madame, for your praise. Your turn, your grace. How much would you wager on a gamble of love? For a place in my collection, I must first inspect your form for myself to determine your worth. Damn, that look in his eyes. A look that says he'll chase me to the end of Earth, and he won't stop until he's taken hold of me and ravaged me to death. Oh my. If it's not at home, and it's not backstage, then where the hell did I leave it? Are we still solving the mystery of the random injuries? The stage lights are on. Is Blade still standing guard? Bathed in soft light, countless yellowed scripts lie strewn across the floor. The E-droid sits among the pile, flicking through the pages. It's bedtime, darling. What are you doing here? I think I left my script here. Have you seen it? Wait, wasn't your script with you in Edmund's scene at first? Blade's eyes sweep over the papers piled around about him. Identifying Aiden's script, he picks it up and holds it high above his head. Oh, okay, he does that. Found it! Your script, darling! Thanks, but what... thanks, but what's with all these other... These are all... Oh. These are all of the scripts stored in the Grand Theater. I counted them. 37 copies of Crimson Moon Heart and 152 of other plays. Aw. You really counted them? Just like the posters, these scripts are special treasures. Each one contains all kinds of handwritten notes. I've read them all. And now I'm working hard to put them back the messy way I found them. Oh, you precious bean. Eh? You've read the other plays too? Yes, but the scripts for Crimson Moon Heart are the most interesting ones. Darling, do you want to take a look with me? Interesting? Are the lines in the old versions different? It's not the dialogue that's interesting, it's the actor's notes. Darling, take a look at this copy, especially part near the end. Okay, let's see. Avery makes away with the Crimson Moon Heart at the ball, only to find the necklace is fake. The two nobles he left behind are thrown into jail by the enraged queen. In that instant, Avery's world falls to pieces. Absurd, perhaps, but true nonetheless. Is this an assessment of Avery's frame of mind? There's another that makes my core ache even more. Read this one next. The queen orders the nobles to hunt Avery down. Should they catch the swindler, they shall be pardoned of their crime. These other scripts, does that mean Avery was still female in the... Because I think it was either Avery or Theron that was female in like the original quote-unquote. Little Theron and little Iris only pretend to agree. Really, they just want to break out of prison and run away with little Avery. Little Theron gets injured trying to protect little Avery, and then he has to hand him over to his love rival. Here, it says, wear an easy smile. Keeping eyes upon Avery even while speaking with Iris, this may be Theron and Avery's last meeting. The two that remain should run as far as they can, but little Avery doesn't want to hold little Iris back. Is it changing to little because Blade is saying like Chan or something like that? Like Avery-chan or something? Ah. There's a special note here. This is Iris's most iconic scene. Mess this one up and you may as well starve. Next, little Iris offers to take the blame and die for little Avery. Reserve the final gaze for the audience and remain dignified until the very last moment. So it's not supposed to be a fearsome looking... Oh, wait. So it's not supposed to be a fearsome look? One that says I won't bow down to the queen? You could interpret Iris that way if you like. Each actor before you had their own way of playing the role, and now we have the chance to add our own personal touches too. Okay, but now I have a new question. Little Iris and little Theron die for little Avery, which breaks his heart so much that he doesn't want to go on. Darling, why do people like such sad stories? Oh boy. Oh, Blade. It's because angst is one of the most popular genres. Maybe because everyone feels differently after hearing the story. Some people like the laughter and infectious joy of a comedy, while others want to be left contemplating a tragic tale of regret. Crimson Moon Heart definitely falls into the latter category. I like happy and oh, you precious bean. I like happy endings where everyone smiles and has a wonderful time. Darling, what kind of ending do you like? I I don't dislike this. I don't dislike this ending. Maybe those who watch it and meet difficulties in their own lives will remember Crimson Moonheart and choose to avoid the same regrets. I feel like Aiden, in his youth, might have liked angsty endings. But I will say, I hope they don't change the plot of the play to be a happy ending, because I feel like your carnival has too many happy endings currently. They need some tragic endings to some of these events to balance out the joy. It's hard to imagine what a happy ending might look like. I've thought about it. Little Iris could carry little oh, little Iris could carry little Theron and little Ivory, and they all escape together, like this. He picks up Aiden. Yep. Blade draws Aiden into an effortless embrace, ignoring his flailing legs as he hoists him up by the waist. At least carry me on your back. Don't lift me up like a sack of potatoes. Oh, this again. So for anyone who I guess doesn't know, sack of potatoes is a frequent reference to chapter whatever Quincy's chapter was. When Quincy lifts Aiden up and Aiden complains about being carried like a sack of potatoes. I like that. It's a recurring thing. dot dot dot. Shh, darling, listen. Ooh, okay. Now we're getting back to the mystery. What is it? Moving location locked. Intruder detected backstage. Must apprehend immediately. Uh-oh. Alright, finally getting on the mystery. Or returning to the mystery. I'm thinking it might be the daughter. Unless that is too predictable. Daughter slash makeup artist. Slash, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. A pile of wooden planks sits ablaze in a dark corner backstage. The fire has yet to spread, indicating the arsonist may still be near. Oh no. Shit, there's a fire! Darling, they haven't gone far. I'm going after them. Oh no. Damn it, gotta put this out. Can't let this spread. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where's Olivine when you need him? Thinking quickly, Aiden grabs a nearby blanket and smothers the flames before they can leap any higher. Thank goodness it was a pretty small fire and we caught it in time. Let me go! Oh. Darling, I've caught Mr. Ouchie! Okay, well, alright, the clear, obvious one that if it wasn't the daughter, it was the guy who was pulling the strings and cut Aiden's thing. Or one of the guys that were involved. Arno, what are you doing here? I was about to ask you the same thing. Mr. Ashi was sneakily trying to toss out some oil and matches, analyzing. Perfect match for the source of the fire. Oh shit. You've been here rehearsing with us for days. Why now? If it were personal, you wouldn't have waited this long. Did that wealthy tycoon put you up to this? He offered me more cash than I could earn in an entire year at this forsaken place. We can't all be crazy like the boss, plunging into huge debts just so the show can go on. Tisk. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. That's why I waited until so late to start the fire. Okay, bro. Bro. Then why did you mess with the cable mechanism? Falling from that height could have easily killed someone. What? I didn't touch the mechanism. Don't go placing false charges on me. I've had a brush with death myself. If you recall, I almost got crushed by a potted plant. Okay, a potted plant and a harness are two different things. And potted plants aside, don't forget how many of the theater former performers fled after facing similar perils. I had nothing to do with any of those. Okay, so maybe it was the daughter. It doesn't look like Mr. Aoshi is lying. He's telling the truth. Even so, we know for a fact that the tycoon hired you to light the fire. Can't turn a blind eye to that. We'll have to hand you over to the knights. And as for the potted plant situation... Okay, well, alright, clearly there's definitely more people involved. Okay, see, this is what people in theaters would typically be wearing when they're not performing. Where they're not doing a dress rehearsal. Like, even during rehearsals, this is what they would be wearing. Anyways. I'll take my place at the top of the stairs, Edmund can handle the street corner, and Blade will man the second floor. I'll go at once. Okay, darling and little Ed, wait for me a second. The E-droid enters the theater via the main entrance and soon reappears on the second floor balcony. He waves down to the young man on the stairs and then the knight in position on the street corner. I better give Blade the signal so he knows I'm ready. Aiden motions to the E-droid, who leaps down nimbly. Oh no. Okay, I'm just going to do something real quick. Okay. Alright, okay, back. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. I better give Blade the signal so he knows I'm ready. Aiden motions to the E-droid, who leaps down nimbly from high and lands beside the brown-haired young man. Yeah. Inspection complete. I detected no secret passages on the second floor, so there's no way someone could break in to commit the crime. Theaters would typically have multiple passageways. That's... Well, anyways. The only place potted plants can be found is on Mr. Big Belly's balcony. The owner lives on the second floor of the theater, and the potted plant landed directly beneath his balcony. I concur. The eaves are clearly visible from the street. If someone were to make their escape via the rooftop, there would surely be witnesses. The only ones who could have committed the crime unseen are... Mr. Gilbert and Miss Anna. Okay, so it might be the daughter. But Mr. Big Belly has been looking high and low for new actors, and little Sana has been working so hard at the rehearsals. She has a possible motive? You know, revenge for her mother? Why would they want to sabotage something so special to... Why would they want to sabotage something so special to themselves? It could be an alley situation. Only the culprit knows the answer to that. Whatever the motive, he's determined enough to go to such lengths to force the lead actors out. We can't guarantee there won't be more accidents during the performance. We agree that safety is paramount. Blade, Aiden, I'm sorry, but under such circumstances, I cannot allow the performance to go ahead. It's okay, you're only looking out for us, little Ed. In that case, how about we strike first? But strike who? Oh, I love his little laugh. Aiden falls silent and blinks twice, slowly. A sly smile forms on his lips, reminiscent of Avery, the very character he has been playing over the last few days. What do you suppose would happen if there were another accidental death on stage? What? Aiden, what are you thinking? Aiden? I am predicting Edmund is gonna yell at him. Because this seems like another prison riot shenanigans again. Tonight's the night, folks. Our official debut performance. Keep your spirits high and give today's rehearsal your all. Wait. Today's rehearsal? I thought today was the debut performance. Or opening night, technically. It would be called, in English, it would be translated to opening night, I guess. Or, well, I don't know what they actually use in the Chinese or Japanese, but, like, in English, what theaters would call it is opening night. Alright, spirits so high they touch the sky. Wait, have you seen Aiden? Ah, Edmund's so pretty. I haven't seen Darling since I climbed out of bed. Maybe Mr. Big Belly knows where he is? What? The star of the show has gone astray? Boss, there's something not quite right on stage. Oh. The stage curtains are drawn back to reveal props scattered in disarray and an important set piece overturned on the floor. A pair of legs stretches out from beneath the piece of scenery, along with the faint outline of a cloak. I will say it's a little funny. Aiden's legs are just like flopped diagonally sideways. That looks like Avery's costume. Wait, help me lift this set piece. The two men lift the backdrop upright to find Aiden, his eyes tightly closed and his head stained with dark blood. Okay, so the plan has started. Darling? Little Ed, Darling's not breathing! How could this be? Edmund, are you going to be able to act? I forgot who was not a competent actor. Or, like, when it comes to, like, actual acting. Like, not actual acting. You know what I mean, when it comes to schemes. Wait, I think it was Dante that was bad at acting in schemes. Or Yakumo. I forgot who. Someone. The blue-haired knight kneels beside Aiden and discovers the blood has long since dried. Apprehensive, he hesitates to check for signs of respiration. How could this... Sana, I'm onto you. If I had... I'm doing the eye pokey thing. If my tentacles move. Aiden, he's... Gilbert starts to shake, his breathing rapid as he slowly approaches the fallen Aiden. Don't come any closer. Preserve the scene. All of you, stay put. Vice Captain, is Mr. Aiden really dead? Blade, assist me in ascertaining the cause of death. Confirm the identities of all those present. Blade? The gleam in the E-droid's gaze dims, his usual exuberance dissipating as he comes to terms with Aiden's fate. He tugs gently at Aiden's sleeve, unwilling to believe the knight's assessment. I can't feel a darling's essence. Why won't he respond to me? If you don't want his death to remain unsolved, then pull yourself together. Okay, this scheme is going on now. Aww. The vice captain grabs Blade roughly by the collar, compelling the E-droid to look away and face reality. You can choose to wallow, or you can take a stand and seek the truth for Aiden's sake. It's the least those of us left behind ought to do. You're... and they're making sure no one else is touching Aiden. I think. Little Ed, you're wrong. It's not the truth that Darling wants. Darling put his heart and soul into this play right until the very end. And look, Darling is holding the mask so tightly. The look of sorrow doesn't leave Blade's face. He takes a deep breath and frees himself from Edmund's grip with a forceful shove. Little Ed, the Knights can investigate first, but tonight our show will go on. Blade, even were I to agree, there's no way for us to find a stand-in for Avery at such short notice. Little Sana is our Avery. What? You must be joking. I can't pull off such an impromptu performance. Little Sana knows every single line. She can do it. I know Darling would wish for this final show to go ahead. It's a wish of so many. Someone has died, and you insist on performing? What kind of bizarre wish is that? Is it not absurd to go on? Okay, so I know Sana is not involved in this one, because it was their little scheme. Enough. I killed him. It's my doing. Take me away and cancel the performance. Wait, what? Wait, hang on. Is Gilbert in on this game too? Mr. Big Belly, don't joke. Why would you be the killer? It's no joke. I'm to blame. I did this. I killed him. What? Hang on. Is he in on the joke too? Boss, you're no killer. The young man, already dead for some time, slowly gets to his feet and, to the astonishment of those present, proceeds to stretch his aching limbs. My assassin was our very own vice captain. Wait, why would you reveal it now? You're supposed to wait until the actual culprit accidentally reveals himself. Unless Mr. Gilbert is the actual culprit. Because, like, I can perceive it as Mr. Gilbert saying that because he is assuming that this is his fault since he decided to put on the play. So he's, by proxy, at fault. You know what? Let's keep going. Alright. My assassin was our very own vice captain. Indeed, I was charged with laying the set piece down and ensuring Aiden had enough room to breathe. And who masterminded the crime scene? None other than Blade. I painted Darling's face with red splashes and made a mess with all those props. Why would you do such a thing? Our criminal motive was this. Mr. Gilbert, you stepped forward to take the blame. Why did you do that? Could it be to protect the true culprit? Okay. A palpable tension hangs in the air. Suddenly, a swish of violet satin cuts through the heavy silence and breaks the stalemate. Sana? Okay. The culprit you speak of is B. What? Okay. Alright. I figured it. Setting aside the murder you staged, the former attempts were my design. Sana, bite your tongue! Don't be so reckless! Miss Sana, do you mean to say that each incident seen during rehearsals was caused by you alone? Yes, from the fall. Man, one thing that makes it difficult right now is that her NPC sprite is so emotionless. Ah, man, this is one of the limitations when it comes to New Carnival's, I guess, like, budget and the tech, like, the software that they have access to. Because, like, I think with a different sprite, this line delivery would do so much better. But right now, this dead-eyed sprite is not doing her any service. Yes, from the fallen plant pot to the shattered base and severed steel cable, I instigated them all. Little Sana, why did you do that? Because Crimson Moon Heart should never see the stage again. My mother's death on stage was a tragic mistake, but all that has happened since but all that has happened since that day is the fault of this fool. Even with the tycoon's attempts to undercut the land price, the money he offered would have been enough to pay off our debts. This oaf's obstinate refusal to give up the ghost only meant further threats to everyone's lives. It could have all been so easy if he just called an end to it all. Can you even fathom how many you plunge into misery in this reckless pursuit of your own ideals? Dear son, you're mistaken. Stay where you are. Is that not your dad? Because, like, if the previous Avery actress that fell was your mom and his wife, means it's your mom, right? Or that means Mr. Gilbert's your dad. This NPC sprite is not doing her any justice. Sana's violet dress sways with each fierce word, rippling like water. Though whether those waves reach her father— oh, okay, it is confirmed. Reach her father's heart, no one can quite tell. Unlike you, I won't flee from what I've done. No need to busy yourselves with escorting me to the knights. How you choose to deal with this mess from here on out is up to you. The wearied man, his shoulders slumped, show his age. Only when Sana departs does he turn and extend a low bow to the others. Forgive me. I've decided to cancel the performance. I know this won't erase what has happened, nor assuage the disappointment of all those eagerly awaiting the show. Mr. Gilbert, I'm afraid this matter is far from settled. I'll need your assistance in clarifying the details of Miss Sana's situation. However, in light of the circumstances, I foresee no present danger that necessitates cancellation. Yes, there is a danger. That cord upstairs is still cut. There has not been an indication that it has been fixed yet. I mean, unless you guys don't do the elevating thing. Boss, one show isn't going to solve all your problems. But the time it takes to put on that one show, you can at least let life pause for a moment before facing your problems again. Much appreciated, everyone. Now that that's settled, everyone, let's get moving. We will work super hard for little Sana, Mr. Ouchie and Mr. Big Belly, even though they've all been taken away. I haven't been taken away yet. Sigh. I shall check on the audience entrance preparations. The stage is yours. The stage markings for the set pieces have faded. Can anyone help me redo them? The candles have all been replaced. I'll go backstage to sort out the props. The cable hoist is operating safely. Okay, alright, so they did fix it. How are things over here? All good, but have never expected to see Blade doing makeup. Oh! I've read in a book that applying makeup is just like painting. One uses a canvas while the other uses a human face. Yes, it is. I still remember how little Sana applied her makeup. Little Ed is next, and then it's your turn, darling. And it's a good thing he has photographic memory. The mad rush backstage continues until just before the curtain rises. Applause can be heard from outside. I have returned. The audience is packed to the rafters, ready and waiting for Crimson Moonheart to begin. At last, it's time to take the stage. You! Are you nervous, darling? Hehe, I've seen all sorts, lived life on the edge. What do I have to be nervous about? Yeah, after considering chapter, 10 to 16. In fact, I'm Avery, the Swindler Supreme, who runs rings around two big shot nobles. Isn't that right? Iris, let's put this con man to the test, shall we? His eyebrows. Yes, let's, my love rival. They're on. The curtain rises, and hush falls over the audience. The stage of the Crimson Moonheart reveals itself once more. Ooh, clapping, clapping, clapping. Of sorts. Alright, so now this one, we're gonna get the play. Standing with the wood partitions to either side of him, the sudden sound of hurried steps catches Aiden's attention. Extra! Extra! The Crimson Moon Heart necklace adorning the Queen's stately neck is fake. 2 noblemen to see the gallows. From whence do you draw this conclusion? I've seen it laid upon her bosom, so lustrous and splendid. How could it be? Those 2, for the sake of protecting me, have been sentenced to die. Avery drops to his knees, clutching the necklace tightly. His hair hangs low, concealing the pained expression contorting his face. I'll set them free, or so help me, even if it costs me my pitiful life. The light of their lives shall not be extinguished. On the other side of the stage, 2 nobles, one clad in black, the other in white, sit across from each other, slowly swirling the glasses in their hands. The Queen has decreed we need only catch the thief, and we shall be pardoned. Though it pain me, I accept it on your behalf. Only then could we both escape this dungeon. Now I shall seek out Avery. What a turn of events! Even the righteous can turn when push comes to shove. I hope they still keep the tragic ending. Indeed, I shall betray the Queen to once more lend the handsome Avery my support. How rare to see us reach a consensus. Let us enjoy a final toast. For now, the nobles set their differences aside, sealing the deal with the clink of their glasses. Avery dashes down a darkened alley and conceals himself behind a pile of scattered crates. Alas! Mercenaries are out for my head! Tidings must have spread that the necklace is but a fake. Am I soon to meet my end? Okay, please, please keep the sad ending. It is most pleasing to observe that my collectible desire, despite the recent chaos, has retained its value. Ugh, I love his boots. Theron, and you too, Iris. How is it that you are here? We are here to aid you. Watch out! To the ground, lie low. Ugh. Oh no. Yes. Okay. A stray arrow bound in red ribbon grazes Theron's costume, leaving a crimson streak on the ground. Theron, your leg has shed blood! No matter, Iris. Lead him and run. I shall make short work of those in pursuit. We cannot abandon you to your fate. If I come to harm, my family will soon place a price on their heads. Next, Edmund holds off the enemies alone, gets struck by arrows, and falls into my arms. I better be ready to catch him. We can escape together. No, Blade! Don't ruin it! Blade? He should be staying closer to Aiden. Pausing for only a moment, Edmund swings his sword arm to parry the enemy attacks, his footing growing increasingly unsteady. I've taken too many blows. I'll only slow you. Iris, I implore you, be Avery's light. Set him free from his gloom. From this gloom. I've never been one to abandon a friend. Avery and I will carry you, one on each side. We will take you from this place. No. Yes, we shall leave together. What are they up to? They veer from the script. Oh gosh. This is a huge departure from the script, I'm assuming. Don't gawk at me, Edmund. Just go with it. And yeah, another rule of theater is... Whispers ripple through the audience, but the three men on stage do not falter. They race as one toward the bridge set piece. The bridge, ahead, is incomplete. It is impassable, Iris. Avery, go on without me. Run. This part was supposed to be a duet between Iris and me. With this change to the story, Avery would probably say... No, if this is to be our last stand, so be it. I shall seize my final chance to confess. I am no nobleman. I am but a fraud, and a scoundrel who exploited your sincerity in a plot to pay off my debts. Theron must have seen through Avery from the start, but he also must have come to observe the truth of his feelings. I will respond by... Surely, you do not believe I was unaware? I value you precisely because you did not bow to the power and riches, unceasingly guarding the purity in your heart. I shall move mountains if they stand in your way. No matter what surprises come, as long as we're together, there's no need to be scared of things that go bang and crash. And I shall be there for you in your hour of need. I know through it all you'd do the same. A soul as kind as yours should not bear such an unjust fate. Are you both truly so fond of me? My former words remain true. Whatever your struggles, I'm here to help you solve them. Your misgivings are unnecessary. My estimation of you has not faltered. You shall make for a most unique addition to my collection. And this is clearly a metaphor for actual Aiden, Edmund, and Blade. I know what to do. The brown-haired young man pulls an item from a hidden pocket in his outfit. Raising his hand, he reveals a crystal clear vial. What began with deception shall end with deception. This love elixir is laced with a drug that lends the appearance of death. Perhaps through this, we may fool our pursuers and live another day. The question is, do you trust me? The two nobles, ever protective. Okay, so I'm guessing this was supposed to be between just Iris and Avery. The two nobles, ever protective, take Avery by hand, one on his left and one on his right. I wonder how the rest of the casting crew are reacting to this. They throw their heads back and gulp down the potion. It soon takes effect, and they slowly collapse in a heap on the ground. The stage lighting shines upon them, like the glow of the rising sun. And thus Crimson Moon Heart enters its final act, the three men awakening upon the bridge, reborn. I don't quite remember how it was supposed to end, aside from it was supposed to be tragic. The actors look on from the corridor as the audience exits the theater, clutching the congratulatory bouquets they have received as gifts. Darling, little Ed, you were amazing. We made a new ending. We're lucky we've got great chemistry, or else we'd never have pulled it off so smoothly. I hesitate if the other actors or crew agreed. But maybe Blade told some of them beforehand. Hopefully he had enough insight for that. Which I Doubt. The moment Blade lifted me up, I heard whispers and gasps below the stage. I was relieved to see broad smiles on their faces during the curtain call. Everyone left with a smile on their face. Blade, this bouquet is for you. The performance was a resounding success. Another NPC that we need to see one day. Blade's friends. Please. I want to see his maid friends. The black and white puffy dresses! I'm so happy you came. Did you like it? Liked it? I loved it! You played Iris so well. I was in tears by the end. Uh-oh, but were they tears of happiness? So that's okay. Your performance was beautifully done. I commend you for breathing new life into a romantic classic. Oh, that's Edmund's mom. Thank you, Mother. I'm glad you could make it. I have a bouquet to give here. I have a bouquet to give too. Here's to my favorite actor for bringing a character I adore back to life. Aw. Flowers for me? The character you adore is Theron? Oh, you didn't realize? Be it people we know or completely unknown audience members. Seeing their smiles makes me feel like everything was worth it. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow. I don't know how to read that. Smiles galore. I love it. Hey boss, can I ask you something? You covered for Sana because you knew she was causing the accidents. So why did you insist on casting new actors? As you may recall, it was my wife's dying wish to see this play performed to completion, which inspired me, but I'm afraid Sana took a different view. She watched A Fateful Day from the audience. It changed her path. She refused to pursue acting, refused to come near the theater, even avoided any real connection. This time, I truly thought Sana wanted to help me fulfill her mother's final wish. I was overjoyed at first, but it didn't occur to me that I had misunderstood her completely. I've read that watching a story is like seeing your own life unfold. The tragedy in Crimson Moon Heart was that no one was willing to speak their minds. Little Avery, little Theron, and of course, little Iris changed their futures. Maybe Mr. Big Belly and little Sonic could do the same. Can do the same. I shall do my best. Thank you for helping me to see the performance through. Indeed. Now please accompany my compatriots in returning to the Order. I've carefully arranged the bouquets we received on the stage. I'm sure the boss's wife is watching over us. She's smiling. The audience seats had all been vacated. I can read. The audience seats have all been vacated, with no items left behind. I've tidied up all the props and scenery. The crimson moon heart I want from you is your loving heart, so tender and true. Side note, is this just opening night? And like, Edmund arrested him then? Or them then? Because like, there's still, like, the rest of the, unless it was one night opening, one night showing only. Who's that singing? Is it coming from the stage? The stage should be empty. What a beautiful voice! I'm going to take a look. Hey, wait. The brown-haired young man uses both to grab the inquisitive E-droid and turns to Edmund. Edmund, Is this kind of singing loud enough to disturb the neighbors? Surely not. It should be inaudible once the doors are closed. Then, let's leave them be and head home to celebrate. Yakumo and the others are waiting for us. Aw. The solo singer is left undisturbed as the doors to the Klein Grand Theater slowly close. Every joy and sorrow remains on the stage, awaiting the day the curtain rises once more. Okay, so it was only one night. Or a one-night showing, I guess. Aw. Okay. That was kind of cute. A little bit... It felt a little messy in the beginning, but then there was a cool mystery, and then it was just like, alright. And no offense, Blade. I love your pure heart. Your pure, mostly pure heart, I guess. But like, I was kind of hoping for the ending to remain tragic. But also, we didn't really see the final act. So maybe it still ended tragic? I don't know. But yeah, there were moments that were cute, and like, I got to use this a lot whenever Blade was on screen. But yeah. Alright. So, I think I'm going to take a break here to get some more tea, and then I will come back and I will try for one of the boss battles. So, yeah. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, am I back? Oops. Wrong one. Okay, alright. Okay, am I back properly? Testing. Alright, okay. Alright, I might do this. Okay, side note, I am so happy that my scene transitions are working properly. Let's see. I might turn this off because... Okay. Music. Alright. Alright, okay, so I think on my first try I'll have the audio for the game up, uh, but after that, like, just so that it doesn't get annoying, I'll have it on, like, my background music. So, yeah. Alright, so, I'm typically who I go with first. Yeah, so, there's two guides that I really like. Zeraphos, which many of you might already know, or Rautoi. Um, and then if I can't get those, then I ask around for many, many helps. Because as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not an actual gameplay person. Like, I, I'm more of a Pokemon person, which is like, if you have a hard time with Pokemon, something's going wrong. Anyways, let me try this, and I might turn up the volume here. So. Goal of this one. Be a struggle, and you might see how bad I suck. Alright. Okay. I think I should have hire you. Oh no. Okay, one slight problem. Okay, I should not have used Kuya. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, hell yeah. Okay, sweet! Yay! Alright, hell yeah. Woo! Yay! Woo! Okay. So, yeah, one of the good things is, yeah, you might notice I do have some meta units. Specifically, I'm not sure if Aokuya is still meta, but he's still very useful. And BW Garu is definitely a meta unit. I think BW Garu was a meta unit. He might have been power crept by now. Yeah, at least he's very good and very strong. Alright, so now I'm gonna mute this audio and turn up this audio instead. Okay. So, alright, one thing I do like is when the guide I have all the exact units that I need. But yeah, sometimes I swap them out for a stronger unit. Is that only one guy? Okay, yes, it's only one guy. Which is good. And he's a wood, yes. Alright. Okay. Ah, okay, so that is why. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Hell yeah. I am really liking how this is going because, yeah, these are appear to be way easier than before. Because, yeah, oh my god, the winter battles, they were so freaking difficult. Oh my god, they were so hard. It was like like there have been several times where the boss fights have been so incredulously hard and ridiculously frustrating. So I am happy. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, even the most recent Aiden battle, yeah, I ended up having to ascend several of my SSRs just to be able to beat it, especially this specific Garu. So yeah, and I ended up using up over 6,000 of my memory fragments. Yes, I have collected that many. So yeah, that was an incredibly frustrating fight. I'm happy this seems to be easy so far. Yay! Hopefully, it is still the case. Okay. And it's especially unpleasant that the boss fight is very long, or when they use Space Blade, who is definitely Space Blade and have an easier time on the harder boss fights. Some of these units. I am still bummed out that I don't have Circus Garu. Alright, while I am figuring. I think I do want to talk about something fun that has been going on behind the scenes, and that is you might know that CitrusCon is coming up. And I don't want to spoil exactly what I'm doing for CitrusCon, but there is something that me and a friend are doing that is going to be very fun, which means that I do need to have a certain video up in time before it. So, and so that, aside from the other things that I've been busy with, the plan that I have for CitrusCon, I hope it's going to be very fun, and it also will tie into a video that I'm uploading pretty soon. Hopefully I can upload the video before CitrusCon. Hopefully. But other than that, I will hopefully be able to get back to making. There are some other long form cosplay videos that I have planned to be uploaded. Is it up? Maybe. Might be a better option. yeah, and let's see. That's one pyrite. Okay, I guess I could use. You know what? You know what? Okay, I will try. Okay, and the green was at that. Decent. All right. Okay, hopefully this works. Should be okay. But yeah. So yeah, so the CitrusCon plan hopefully will go fun. And the oh gosh. I didn't even do anything yet. What the heck? Oh, I'm smart. I have two different. Okay. This should. That's 5 different. Okay, there we go. Actually, in that case, if I'm using you, I use you instead. Cheating by using a dot team? Possibly. Okay, hopefully this works. I goofed first. Okay. But yeah. So some cosplay up after that, and yeah. And yeah, aside from that, hopefully, okay, I'm gonna concentrate on this, and but yeah, so I should have video hopefully coming up for February, in time for CitrusCon. Then that, after that, I have a video that hopefully will be useful, and then after that, relating to cosplay, and then after that, I'll have some more videos. Hopefully for the rest of this year, I'm hoping to be able to do 1 video a month. And I am also, now that I'm doing both Dramatical Murder and New Carnival, I'm considering adding a second day to live stream. I'm not sure if anyone has good ideas on what a second day for live streaming would be. Let me know to see what day you'll be available to join in. New Carnival doesn't really have much like interaction, but I feel like Dramatical Murder, at least it has choices, and so there's a little bit more interaction. That one, and also it is a fun and unfortunately timely kind of, sort of, with some of the bad stuff going on in the world, and so we need both the whimsy of a 10-plus-year-old game and not. 3, I'm supposed to guard all right. Oh fuck. What? Alright, you know what? Okay, I am gonna focus on this. And then I guess the other thing I wanted to mention is that I've mentioned that I've watched some other gacha games since then to see how difficult other gacha games are. Specifically, Twisted Wonderland. So, some of you might know that I uh, have a octopus. Some of you might know that I have a Ursula cosplay, that Ursula from Little Mermaid cosplay that I've been working on like 5 years now. It is like halfway there, I would say. Because I have decided to. It was quote unquote done last year, but I decided to make some extreme upgrades. And then I started VTubing with a sort of octopus inspired design, mostly a tentacle monster because, I only have 4 tentacles. And then some acquaintances got me absorbed into Twisted Wonderland, which, as you might know, has both a reference to, has a twisted version of Ursula, who's one of my favorite Disney villains. And so because of that, I have unfortunately fallen down the Azul rabbit hole, who is the Twisted Wonderland equivalent of Ursula. And yeah, when I watch those minigames, I'm like, oh god, I thought New Carnival was a hard game. And yeah, I might have fallen down the Twisted Wonderland rabbit hole, but yeah, I'm not picking up that game because it is too difficult for me. Like, you have seen me attempt to play Lucent a couple times. I have tried again. I still cannot, I really struggle with gacha games that are any more complicated than what New Carnival is. So, yeah. But, so that's an update. And, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this. If I cannot get it in this round, I think I will come back another day, because, yeah, boss 3 is typically the hardest one to beat. So, yeah. I can do whatever. No, do not do anything. Yeah, and the other thing is, let me know. I'm considering adding a second day for live streaming. Let me know what day would be probably a good idea. I'm thinking probably another weekend Wednesday. So, yeah. My poor girl. Yeah. Oh, that was close. Uh-oh. Oh, hell yeah! Okay, sweet. What? Or yeah, for two of them I was using. It's a point. So, yay! Woo! Alright, I also should probably be quiet because it's like starting to be nighttime here. But yay! Woo! Let me get this guy rolling. Woo! Okay. Alright. So, alright, thank you everyone for coming. And if you're celebrating Valentine's Day tomorrow, or I guess now, depending on where in the world you are, I think some of you guys are already on the 14th. Yeah, we're on the 14th now. Depending on where you guys are, some of you might be in the 14th. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everyone! And yeah, go have a fun time. I might have another live stream. Not sure. I will figure out when I'm gonna do a second live stream, possibly for Dramatical Murder. And yeah, look forward to CitrusCon. And also, if you're going to Katsucon, be safe, because Katsucon has, concerns. And okay, there you go. My music's back up. Yeah, so yeah, if you're going to Katsucon this weekend, be safe. If you're going to Genesis, one of my friends is hosting the cosplay contest. Go check it out if you cosplay. And also be safe. And otherwise, everyone have a great weekend. And yeah, see you next week. Bye. I am so happy that my scene transitions are working.